Market update here on the 6th. So we got a nice move down today. SPY minus 0.68%. QQQ down 0.86%. This move down here in SPY, we have a demand zone here between 439 and 443. We didn't quite get there today. We have a supply zone up here at 455 to 457. This did cross back in here. If this is going to be a 5-wave move, it did cross back in. So it would have to be a diagonal now to go to new highs. So for that reason, and also the fact that this would be a wave 3 overall. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. If this is wave 3 overall, then it can't be a diagonal for the end of the third wave. It would have to be the overall C wave. That would mean we'd be topping out here for good if it made a new high. So for that reason, it's probably, if it does go to new highs from here, it's got to be more than likely ABC up here. And then we would come down here and make lows, probably double bottom sometime in October. So from here, though, I'm pretty bullish. We could come down here to 443 to 439, like I just said, into this demand zone. But overall, that's just going to be a place to buy the dip and then probably ride it all the way up here to fill this gap here at 455 into the supply zone. So pretty bullish on SPY overall. On standard deviations, we are at the very bottom still, and I think it's just a place to buy. So we'll see where it goes from here, but overall looking pretty good for a nice bounce here soon. Tesla, I already have this drawn up, I guess. Basically, this is going to go two different ways. First way is we have A here, the B wave ended right here, and we're starting a 5-wave move higher. That's going to go up here to 290. And how do we get 290? Pretty much this hits it exactly. If you take the length of this, put it at the bottom here, 5-wave move would take us up here to 290. However, there's also the possibility that this is a very big 4th wave. You can see we have 1, 2, we got a huge 3rd wave. And we have a demand zone down here at 239. So if that's the case, you can see here that would also hit the very bottom of this parallel line. Or come close, at least. But that would complete the overall B wave as well. And then from there, it would just be the exact same thing. It would be, I'm looking for 290 overall. Zoom out here. So that would actually be an ABC move as well. So it would be ABC, ABC, and we'd probably get something overall just like this. Potentially a little bit lower, maybe down to 200, but maybe double bottom sometime in October along with the overall market. So those are the two possibilities. Maybe tomorrow we go down to 239. It just depends on if SPY, QQQ want to go down lower. Speaking of QQQ, this could potentially be the start of a 3rd wave higher. Let me zoom out here. It did break into what could be considered the overall 1st wave. So it is still possible we get a diagonal here. But we do have a demand zone similar to SPY between 364 and 367. So there's also the possibility that we get something like that. And then we go up here and make new highs. and that would probably be A, B, C like that. Probably into monthly OPEX. And then I'd be looking for another low down here, probably sometime in October. So maybe a double bottom down here at 355. So overall, those are the two possibilities. We did get somewhat of a bounce into the end of the day. I don't think we completed this though, so it probably would take, if we do come down here, it's probably going to take a little bit more of a bounce. Maybe up here to, you can see the supply zone here at 376 to 377. And then maybe something like that. So this could just be a 5-way move higher from here. We could just go to the new highs, but I kind of suspect that we're going to do something like this. I feel like everyone is kind of wanting this to go to new highs from here. It feels like this might happen. And then you have SPY has not hit the demand zone yet either. Tesla has demand zone below it as well. So we'll see which way it goes tomorrow. Let's go over Apple. Another reason why this one came close to hitting the demand zone here at 190. Did not fill the gap. Did not get up there to fill the gap. So this would be overall pretty much the same thing. And if we're going to get down here to 167 in this demand zone down here, then the top here is at like 198. The bottom here is at 172. We're looking at about $4 less than this would take us right around in this demand zone. So I do believe that this is a B wave here. If it came down here right now, then it would take us all the way down to 164. But if we get up here to 195 or 193, we fill the gap pretty much perfectly. This looks pretty corrective to me, based on the fact that you get this ABC move and then you come up here and you make new highs. So it can't be a 5-wave move. It's just a very long, really impulsive C wave here. So we'll see tomorrow if it comes down a little bit lower. But overall, the structure is implying something like this. And you have gaps at 190 and 195, and then I'd be looking for more than likely a new low into October down here to fill the gap at 166, I think. Let me see. It's actually at 160, yeah, 166. So again, still looking for a bounce. All these charts are showing a bounce is coming. If this were to bounce all the way to 195 and fill this gap, that's almost a 10% move now. So if you think about that on Tesla, 10% from here is about 275. Not quite there, but if it goes a little bit higher, 290 is not that far off. And let's go over Microsoft. So Microsoft, let me zoom in here. Microsoft came up here, had a nice move yesterday, and then bounced out of the demand zone or out of the supply zone, back down here to 330. It's kind of the same thing. I think that it's going to come down here more than likely to this 4-hour demand zone, I think. Let me see. Yeah, 4-hour demand zone right here. You can see it. I think there's a very good possibility that this was wave 1 of the C wave. If it's wave 1, then the 0.5 fib is here at 326.80. That's the very bottom of this demand zone right here. So I think there's a very good possibility the same structure is happening on Microsoft, where we come down here, and then that would just be a wave 2. So you'd be looking at something like this. And the 1.61 fib of this right here is sitting right at 347. So the 1.61 fib is like 345. We pull back, 5-wave move higher. Again, same structure as all the other ones. A, B, C. These are all ABC structures. A, B, C, A. This is probably going to come down here to 239, and then a C wave higher to 290. Microsoft, again, if this is an A wave right here, and we get this ABC move right here, then we get a C wave down here. This could also, I guess, technically it could be a third wave, because if we get 5 waves up here and hit 347, then it's possible that it is third wave, pull back, and we go to new highs. But just based on what I think the overall market is more than likely going to do, it's more than likely going to be an ABC move, and it's going to be a very long, drawn out fourth wave. If it goes to 347, then I'd be looking for probably a double bottom sometime in October, maybe November. And that's pretty much it. Short term, those are the only ones I'm going to go over right now. But short term, you're looking at ABC structures higher. So again, one more time, Apple has this demand zone down here at 168. Are we going to go straight down to that? Probably not. We're probably going to bounce up here and fill at least the 190 gap, but probably the 195 gap before selling off to new lows. So that is bullish from here. It might get a little bit lower. Let me see if there's any other demand zones on Apple. So yeah, there's this one right here. Let's go to the daily. So I would be looking at this right here, this demand zone, 178 to 180.60. It's similar to SPY. It's just below. That would give it another 1 or 2% lower. That would be enough for QQQ to hit 367, and Tesla 239, and Microsoft like 226 to 228. So not that much lower to go. If it goes lower tomorrow, don't be surprised. But that's just another buy the dip for the C wave that's probably going to end in the next week or two. So I'll leave it at that for now. Let me know what you think in the comments. Are you bullish? Are you bearish from here? I don't see any reason not to be bullish from here. Just based on the structure, we should get another move higher. So I'll leave it at that. Hopefully everyone had a good day trading. Talk to you in the next video.